Hey, hi everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Clint O'Connor. I'm here with Dan Kadar. Wanted to talk about Avengers Endgame. Don't worry, no spoilers. Wanted to talk about Dan's thoughts on the Marvel movie universe in general, and also tip you off to some upcoming summer movies. So I saw Avengers Endgame yesterday at the preview press screening. What could have been maybe an overstuffed slog, I feared, was not at all. I thought it was just a terrific film, really a beautiful film. It's dramatic, it's poignant. Of course, as with most of the Marvel movies, many characters coming into play. I thought the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony Russo, handled it very well. Joe gave himself a little cameo. He's actually in the film for a few minutes. But I thought it was terrific, and we're not going to give anything away, but it does wrap up a lot of the elements from the first from back to 2008, the very first Iron Man movie, and some terrific performances too. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo. I was very impressed.
At some point you kind of forget, at least I did, because these people are playing superheroes, how good of actors they are. Like Mark Ruffalo, for instance.
Right.
He's a great actor. But
Exactly.
Here he is, the Incredible Hulk. And I don't know. So the performances, I think, often get overlooked in these Marvel movies because, they're just superhero movies. But they're good acting performances in some regards.
No, that's a great point, and you can see that in this film. And many times they're acting with green screens, they're acting to two tennis balls, and it's like, what the heck? But there's much more human element, I think, in this film, and they're really terrific. So tell us now. You have a ranking of the Marvel movies, and you haven't seen this one yet, but of the ones you've seen, how do you rate them?
Well, this is like the nerdiest endeavor I've ever done, but I've wanted to get this on the record personally before they get lost in my brain, which Marvel movies I like the most and the least. And Clint, I don't know what order you put Endgame in. I'm fascinated to see where it puts in my order, where I put it.
Yeah.
But I love Thor Ragnarok. I love that movie because it's so different.
Yes.
The first Avengers.
Very good.
Because I think I just like origin kind of things, or first debut albums I tend to prefer. So I love the first Avengers movie. Second Avengers movie, no, not so much. Age of Ultron, that was terrible.
No, not so good.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Loved it.
Which, some criticism for me for Infinity War actually was kind of like the interaction of these two little different franchises, where you have all the Avengers here, the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy group up in space doing their own thing. The mixture of it I kind of thought was a little clunky. So I'm interested to see that in Endgame.
Yes.
And then kind of my final five, if you've been keeping track, I really like the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, very good. I agree with a lot of that. Yeah, I thought Age of Ultron was probably the weakest, although I know you have the old Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton, also not so good.
I forgot that was even in this family of it. Just watching it until Thunderbolt Ross is in it, the general. Yeah. And the post-credits scene has eye patch. Nick Fury.
Yes.
Nick Fury.
Yes.
Old eye patch.
And ironically, Thor, a Thor movie, Ragnarok, you ranked number one, but your least favorite of all is Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, it was just it's completely irrelevant. I think. I mean, Dark Elves.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just not a good movie. And,
all right.
But it's weird, there are 21 of these movies. Maybe 4 clunkers in the bunch.
Yeah.
Some of them are better than others. Some of them are just okay. But that's not too bad.
No.
4 out of 21 being meh.
Yeah.
Is pretty good.
No, that's true. Absolutely. It's been an incredible run, and Kevin Feige, the mastermind, the head of Marvel, it is brilliant what they've done. So this Endgame kicks off the summer movie season, quote unquote, Thursday night and Friday. You can read all about all the other upcoming summer movies in the Pulse magazine, also on ohio.com/entertainment. Just a few dates to throw out there for folks. Disney had great success with Beauty and the Beast, former animated film, live action version, huge hit. So, surprise, many more are coming.
Yeah.
We have Aladdin, May 24th. The Lion King, July 19th, and others are on there. How do we feel about it?
Aladdin looks terrible.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but Will Smith as the genie is, I just think a misstep. I don't think that movie looks good, but I felt I was a little too old to watch the first Aladdin.
Okay.
When it came out, I was in that, probably 10 to 13
Yeah.
boy range where I'm too cool for Disney movies at that point.
Princesses and
Right.
singing.
So Aladdin didn't do it for me.
Okay.
So Lion King looks okay. It's different.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Directed by Jon Favreau, who directed
Yes.
The first two Iron Men, speaking of that, and he's in so many of the Marvel films. June 7th brings us Dark Phoenix. Now this is Jean Grey, usually a supporting character. She gets to be the lead. Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones plays her.
Yeah.
I think that'll be interesting. Jim Jarmusch, our local guy, makes good. The Dead Don't Die. It's Jim's Zombie Fest with his usual crowd: Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, Adam Driver. That should be. I'm looking forward to that. I'm miffed. I thought Toy Story 3 was the perfect and poignant ending to the Toy Story saga. It was so well done. I teared up. I admit it.
Sure.
And yet here we go, June 21st, Toy Story 4.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm kind of antsy about this one. I will admit, I might have teared up like you on Toy Story 3, but
You're man enough to admit it.
I'm man enough to admit it. On Toy Story 4, who knows? I mean, there's only so far I think you can go with this story, really, let alone a franchise of movies. But if they make money, they make money, and they'll make more.
And that's the bottom line, and there you go. July is bringing us Spider-Man Far From Home. It was originally announced July 5th. It's actually moved up a little bit, July 2nd. And now this is one we were talking about earlier. Quentin Tarantino is back with his 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It tells the story of the Manson family murders from 1969. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, really. I mean, look, if it's not the summer of superheroes and sequels, it's the summer of murderers and killers.
Nice.
But this one, it looks great. Obviously, it's Tarantino, so it's a lot of flash. Brad Pitt kind of looks like Robert Redford a little bit in it. And of course, Leonardo DiCaprio wearing a lot of fake leather is great. There'll be a lot of blood. There'll be a lot of great lines. So I'm a big Tarantino fan.
Me too.
I liked Hateful Eight a lot. I like Django Unchained quite a bit. So I'm interested to see if he can kind of keep this string going.
Yeah.
And really, he's kind of closing out his career. So
He had always said he would only make 10 films.
Right.
We'll see if that holds. This is his 9th.
Yeah, 9. So that's probably the biggest one I'm looking forward to this summer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Thanks for tuning in. You can read more on ohio.com/entertainment and tomorrow in the Beacon Journal.